welcome to Truck Stop Murder and True Crime Podcast. I am Gary Howard. Thank you for joining me. Just to let you know, this episode does not have no murder. That's why I added and true crime, because there are some cases that doesn't have murder that I would like to talk about. Not just murder all the time. Where this one does not have nobody will be murdered, but sadly somebody will be kidnapped and raped for a long period of time, and then this person would be a child. So if you don't want to hear the case, but she survived and came out very well. But all the same, if you don't want to listen to something like that, then I understand. A lot of people don't like to listen to that. But before I start, please go rate and review anywhere where you listen to this. Try to get me home all the time off this truck. That's my goal of this podcast, is be home full time so I could be with me. I've been spent 9 years in the army and 9 years driving a truck. I haven't seen my family that much, but that's my goal. Let's get me home. But yeah, also next year, I'll leave the link in the notes description. The True Crime and Paranormal Podcast Festival is in Boston, Massachusetts, if that's how you say it. I would love to see you there. All the dates and times and everything will be on the link. You could go to True Crime Podcast Festival. I'm not even going to say it because I'll probably get it wrong. But the link's in the description. Today's episode, like I said, is a kidnapping. It's in South Carolina. I was there not too long ago delivering a load. And this is one of the cases where they had dug a pit under the ground, underground bunker, and kidnapped it. But first, let's talk about the truck stop I was at. And nobody likes this truck stop. It's Love's Travel Stop 751. Travel Plaza. I don't know if you want to call it Travel Plaza, Travel Stop, Truck Stops. I know everybody goes to these places, like I always say. That's why I want to say, if you're traveling through South Carolina for some reason and you need a fuel, food, and whatever, I'll tell you what's there to eat on I-20 exit 87. Now, this is not too far from where the this crime happened. And right now, I'm in the Central Time. I'm in Missouri. It is 5:40 or 17:40, whatever. It's 5:40 p.m. or 17:40. And as of right now, there's some spots. There goes my reefer running. So you might hear my reefer go on and off. I have to keep it on. I guess I got turkey meat down back there. So, and if you are ever want extra stuff, sometimes I have extra. Luckily, I have not, because I have to figure out a way to get rid of it. I will be. If you want to be one of them people that received, I don't know if I could. It'd be kind of hard to tell, because then I think it's against policy to let you know what I'm holding and where I'm going. All right, so there you have it. It's on I-20 exit 87. Right now I'm 887 miles away from it. It has 101 spots. Now, Love's don't have paid parking, so I won't go there. It's like I said, 3.1 star review out of 149 ratings. So 101 parking, has everything, overnight parking, 8 showers, paid parking lot, Wi-Fi, everything that Love's might have. And I like Love's because they do have a good reward program. And since I've started using it, I have gotten so much free stuff. I was in Cleveland, Texas, and my wife came there, and we bought $50 worth of Arby's. I know people like, why don't you just donate trash? Well, my wife, we like Arby's. Yeah, we do. But yeah, $50 worth of Arby's fed my whole family, and it didn't cost me a dime. It's just I had to fuel at Love's. And this is when I was a company driver, so I didn't even buy food. So if you're at this Love and you want to know what to eat, guess what? You have Arby's. Yep, you have Arby's and Subway, which is the typical restaurants there. There's Subways. The one thing that you'll pretty much always get at these truck stops is a Subway. I guess it's a sign some of these fat fucks really need to start eating some Subway. And Dunkin' Donuts. Now, that's just like a little, it's not like a full, some of them do have full Dunkin' Donuts, but when they, like the Loves, it's just a little display. They have Dunkin' Donuts coffee and a little bit of donuts. So, but if you want some donuts, you want Subway and Arby's, this is the place to eat. Now, let's see what people think about it. And for some reason, I don't know why, all this information is on Trucker's Path. The first person, if you want to go look at this stuff yourself, because this person has videos a video and picture of the showers, which loves does have decent showers. He said 2-star review from Nuna. Well, the fuel station was were all closed. Shower barely had any water pressure. When I turned it all the way all the way, hit it shut off completely. So I got to take a cold, slow shower that took more time to rinse off than it did anything else. When someone else used a adjoining shower in my guess and the shower pressure got even worse. The video shows it at its best, if that's what y'all want to call it. Only thing saving it from a 1-star was the fact the parking is good. And sometimes what I'll do is I'll Google when I go Google Earth this when I go to a truck stop. Oh, I can't talk. I see how many at the time of that photo. I see how the parking lot is. That usually dictates how many. Now this picture, I'll have a picture of it. I haven't been doing it lately, but I'm gonna start doing it again. If the parking lot's filled in, usually I don't know. You take your chance, but sometimes it's open. I'll dictate how parking's gonna be by that. Here's Zen with a 2-star view. Why is every truck stop in South Carolina like this? Mostly filled and permanently parked locals. This is actually a relative big Loves. No, it's not. It's an average Loves. The biggest one I've seen around the Midlands. But the majority of the spots have permanent occupations from locals. Well, they need a spot to park at too. Let's see. Tamika says she gives it a 5-star. She loves this place. Favorite Loves now. Mandy and Arby's was so sweet and down to earth. Caitlin in the front was amazing to speak with. Definitely coming back again just for them. I bet you she's one of their friends. How much you want to bet that she knows them two girls, Mandy and Caitlin? They're probably her friend. They probably went to school together, and she's just like, "I'll help you out, girl." So 2-star review. 103 parking spots, and 40 of them are drop trailers or day cabs who went home. Seems to be a trend down here. Inside store seems pretty normal. I think Mr. Proud White was just looking for an excuse to complain about it. Now let's see what Mr. White says. He gave it a 1-star review. Even though he gave it a Tat Logistics gave it a 2-star review, he's complaining about it just the same. Cashiers too busy talking to each other and looking at their phones. I just gave up and walked out. I saw others doing the same thing. And see, that's a lot of people are bitching about is a lot of the locals parking there. But like I said, if you're a local driver and you need a place to park, you can't park it for. I mean, if they allow it, so be it. Bet you some of these people was local drivers. They would like the place to park. Proud White guy. That's what it's Proud White. This place needs new management. 1-star review. Make the employees do their job or get rid of them. Yep, because he has all the supervising abilities. Again, Proud. He did a lot of reviewing on here. I guess he wanted to be heard. Proud White again. These are 4 months ago. Back to back to back to back to back. Rude employees at Arby's. Place was disgusting. Another review. Too many watermelon Americans in Georgia. Well, what? Too many watermelon Americans in Georgia? Okay. Now horrible. Okay. And here's a 4-star review. These nuts says with his beer, bottle beer emoji with a check mark. So they have beer. There you go. Let's read a couple negative and end with a positive. Here's Cash 23301 says, other than all the drop trailers you see, it's great, nice people, clean showers, restrooms. People drop trailers in Bobtail Park for some reason. Loves don't seem to care, so I guess what I'm saying is just do what you will. Okay, another one. Anonymous, you don't want to be known. 4 RB employees watching me stand at the register for 10 minutes. A customer who had already ordered told them I was standing there waiting. Gentleman said I could wait until he was ready because he was on a call. Okay. So let's end it with a good one. A good 5-star review. Here you go. 5-star review. You don't want to be noticed, but great stop. Awesome showers. Plus Arby's awesome. Plenty of spots late at night. There you go. There's the Loves. And I didn't give the address, did I? Let's pull that out. It is. If you want to know the exact address, it's 701 White Pond Road, Elgin, South Carolina. So, normally at this point, I would say let's talk about a murder, but like I said, today it is no murder, just kidnap and long term rape. But she did get out there, and this idiot, wait till you hear the story. We are talking about the abduction of Elizabeth Shoaf. Shoaf, Shoaf, by Vincent Filyaw. That's his name, Filyaw, Filyaw. Yeah, Vincent Filyaw, December 4th, 15th, and was born 1969, but yeah, we're not going to go into that. But yeah, the survivor, Elizabeth Shoaf, was kidnapped after she got off her school bus on September 6, 2006. I'm just going to start calling him Vincent because I don't know if I'm saying that right. It sounds Phil, it's like some kind of sex Phil. That's why he's in this situation because he wanted to fill everybody. Yeah, Vincent. Let me see. Yeah, Vincent gained her trust by posing as a police officer. He walked her around in the woods until she became disoriented, and then marched her into an 8 by 8 foot makeshift underground bunker located within a mile of her home. Now he worked on this, he dug it with a shovel and everything. Now he's been monitoring her for a while because she got off the bus every day, so he knew her routine. So once inside, he stripped her naked, restrained her with chains, and raped her several times a day. After the duration of the 10-day captivity, police initially, her disappearance as a runaway and did not launch an Amber Alert. Shoaf also heard that in some articles that I read that they did not initiate an Amber Alert because they didn't feel like it was a vehicle. So there's no vehicle to put up. That's one thing about Amber Alerts because they wouldn't. I don't know if you know anything about the Aber Hagerman case. Somebody saw that when she got kidnapped and he saw the vehicle, so they could put an Amber Alert out real quick so people could start looking out for the vehicles that the kidnapping happened in. But yeah, Shoaf posed and poised and calm while she was held captive was considered remarkable by people involved with missing children cases. Not only was she very brave, she was also very smart and did several things that greatly improved her chances of survival, said Captain David Thomley of the Kershaw County Sheriff's Department. While being led into the woods, she dropped her shoes in the hope that it may provide a clue for somebody who was searching for her. Another thing is, despite receiving ongoing death threats and having explosives hung around her neck, she would talk with him about things that interested him, which in his eyes made her a person, not just a captive. She began to gain her trust, talking about how wonderful it was there. She started liking it, just kind of tricking him, getting his emotions, like they're friends. After continuing to gain his trust, she was allowed out of the bunker and will pull out strands of her hair and lay them on branches, hoping search dogs might find a scent. This is a smart girl. Keep in mind, she was only 14 years old at the time, and she was, knowing to do all this stuff. But after 10 days in captivity, she convinced Vincent to let her borrow his cell phone to play games. But she had an entirely different use in mind. Once he fell asleep, she texted her mother and friends who contacted the police. But listen to this. Before the police could triangulate the phone number, Sheriff Steve McCaskey thought the text was a hoax. He thought it was a joke, so he didn't really take it seriously. But until the former girlfriend who made the call to Kenshaw's County Department Social Service passed on his cell phone number to the police, the authorities then began to triangulate the bunker's position through local cell phones. Let me read that again because I don't think that made sense to me. The former girlfriend who made the call to, let me see, before the police could triangulate the phone number, like I said, he thought it was a hoax. The former girlfriend who made the call to Kenshaw's county's Department of Social Service passed on his cell phone number to the police. The authorities then began to triangulate the bunker. Yeah. It appears that he had done this in the past, so his girlfriend knew it and helped him out and told him, no, this number is real and you need to check into this. Officer Dave Thornley did not know that Elizabeth Shoaf was underground in a bunker until Vincent's former girlfriend showed them the first bunker he built. See, Thornley initially thought that it was a trash pit. Vincent learned that he was being pursued when he watched the news on a battery-powered television in the bunker. He asked Shoaf for advice, and she see what I'm saying. He thought she was his friend. So what should I do? And she suggested that he ought to run away to avoid capture. So he left, and the next morning, Shoaf left the bunker and called for help until she was found by a rescue team. Vincent equipped the entrance of the bunker with a booby trap, according to police, but they were able to get by it. So, the arrests. Vincent was 5 miles from the house carrying a taser, pellet gun, and a knife. When he was arrested, he was charged with kidnapping, possession of an incendiary device, a flare gun, and impersonating a police officer, with other charges pending. So, Vincent pled guilty to all counts. Of course, he couldn't deny it. Counts just before the start of the trial. Shoaf was too emotional to testify, but a prepared statement was read by her attorney, and she later made a public statement. Vincent was sentenced to, listen to this, 421 years in prison without the possibility of parole. But this happened on September 19, 2007. It was the maximum penalty under South Carolina law. He was incarcerated at the maximum security prison in Kirkland Correctional Institute, but he died in prison at the McCormick Correctional Institute on May 3rd, 2021, at the age of 51, and nobody knows how he died. But yeah, this is no murder in this case. It's just I was looking around the area where I was delivering it. And I remember staying at this truck stop, and I didn't. It was been a long time ago, so I can't really give you much reviews of myself about it. But I thought, I've been just doing nothing but murders, but I did do true crime, and this was a very interesting case to do. A girl, strong 14-year-old girl who knew what to do when she was in trouble. She kept smart, she kept calm, and through that she was able to escape. Imagine if she wasn't like that, and while he was freaking out, so the police was, and she didn't do everything that she did. I mean, that could have been end up in a murder case. Who knows? But there, if you like to tell them the story, it's a short one. If you like it, like I said at the beginning, go rate and review wherever you listen to this right now. I do have a YouTube channel I'm trying to grow. If you like that, I do hit everything here is also on audio at YouTube. I do some videos on my YouTube channel, like I just did the final resting place of Kimber, the Vaughn family, Chris Vaughn family that he killed, where people still think that he is innocent. And I think I might go back and redo that, revisit that. Maybe, maybe he is innocent. I don't know. I'm gonna go more of in-depth detail research on it, even more than I did back then. Now I did do a lot of research. That's when I first started the podcast. I was really gung ho. Maybe I really need to get back into that mindset. But anyhow, don't forget the True Crime Podcast and Paranormal Festival coming up next year. You have a whole year, next August in 2025 in Boston, Massachusetts. Links will be in the description. Also, if you want to email me, everything that's truckstopmurder@gmail.com. Also, I have address that if you want to mail me hate mail, you can do that, or good mail, or whatever you want to send me. Send me a letter that says hi. I don't know. But you could do that. Everything will be in the description. And I'll end this with, and don't forget, also one more thing before I leave, and Desiree, I know this is getting old, her channel, she has a raccoon channel called Trash Eaters Anonymous. Why don't you go check that out? We have a family of raccoons that live on our front porch, and she built this YouTube channel based all around that. And Mama had just had babies not too long ago, so they're so cute. Got the mama will come up. The babies, there's one that'll come up and journey up, but then when she puts the food out, then others come up and they gather like a little ball of raccoons. They're so cute. You go check that out. Wow. Everybody take care. And like I said, you can't fix stupid, but you can sure numb it with a 2x4. I'm out of here.
Huh?